with kind of the natural progression of how things have come in the shop, we needed a product. I'm certainly not saying that we're done taking the GTR to Pikes Peak, but what I am saying is we needed to do something different. At that moment, we said, okay, we're gonna shift focus, we're gonna take this car, and we're gonna make the most versatile single-seater in the world. It's gonna be fast on asphalt, it's gonna be fast on the dirt and the snow and the sand. Hill climbs to road courses, it doesn't matter. We're gonna make this single platform good at everything. The Sierra was born. No better race in the world to showcase this platform than Pikes Peak. I wanted 2 entries for Pikes Peak. I wanted one for myself and one for a teammate, and that teammate was undecided at the time. But as we got closer to race day, the reality of me getting a second entry was not possible. I signed over my entry to the most capable driver that Pikes Peak has ever seen. The only guy to go sub 10 minutes on 2 wheels and 4 wheels, still stands to this day, and I don't think anybody's going to touch it for the next decade. This gentleman's name is Tracy.
And here we go for the jump!
Hollywood stuntman by trade, absolute badass by default. In the big view of everything, it was much better for me to hand over those driving duties to a guy with a bit more experience and a bit more class than me, and then Greg's that guy.
So today we're at the bottom section of Pikes Peak, where all of the qualifying takes place. We've made it here just in time. We're hoping to make 4 or 5 runs this morning, but clock's ticking.
First day of testing, and we hit the start line, and the thing leaves the line, and it sounded like garbage. In the pits, it's fine. On the dyno, it's fine, but on the mountain in actual running conditions, it's not fine.
So off all the slow speed corners, completely cuts out. As soon as I lift off the throttle, roll through the slow speed stuff, and go to get back out, just cut.
As we suffered through the first day of practice, it was just us getting our asses kicked.
Throttle position sensor that's not wide open or at idle, and also, low RPM where it needs to pick back up and clean up. It's probably on the rich side, and so Scott's gonna mess with that, and we'll send it back out and see how that goes.
But it's qualifying day. What are you gonna do? You can't pack up and head home. You just got to roll the dice and send it, and so we did.
No way you made 2 minutes faster. No way. Sure enough, over 2 minutes quicker than first practice. So we're gonna be in some prime qualifying position.
If you're gonna be stuck at Pikes Peak, trying to figure out what the hell is going on with your race car, you might as well be a JC Fab. So with a new power package like this, we know that there's gonna be some little issues to figure out. And so we go down the list. Found this issue, found this issue, and we're knocking it out of the park. We think we got this.
He called it an 18B.
you start rich, you start low on timing, and you work your way toward it. You don't start lean and mean and hot and melting it down on the dyno. There's no reason for that. And so you just slowly push it until it falls off, and then move to the next load cell. And so it takes time. That's the hard thing, is we don't have time, but that's what it takes.
It's driving, but the power delivery sucks. We're having a lot of cutting out. It's making it hard for him to commit to throttle through corners because it's just bucking and spinning and sputtering and causing him a bunch of fits.
It's interesting, yeah, the second position was actually pretty close to 50, but it's doing this. Like, I was just looking at the number. Yeah, it's moving around. Well,
so the plan is to come back, fix a couple things. I don't remember when that was. Was that 2 days ago? Was that yesterday? Was that 2 days ago?
And I can tell you without a doubt, everybody that helped out on our team, whether they were on our team from the day we showed up, or we drug them along from the moment we got there, put in 100% effort. There wasn't time for sleep. We're sleeping on the floor just to get 20 minutes here or there.
So it's Friday morning. We missed practice, unfortunately, on the upper section, but we found some issues, and we're going to be able to address them as half the crew went back and go to sleep, or most of the crew. Doug came in from sleeping, and he was able to make some changes on the car. So ran on the dyno, made some good power, and the car progressively got worse, which led us to our discovery of our charging system being inadequate.
Some of the issues that we had related to this car were so complex. We had Marco from Magnus. We had Adam, who worked with us all week from Smart EFI. We had Andre from HP Academy. We had some brilliant minds in our corner helping us to solve these issues, and we got it figured out just in time. We hit the track. We ended up going to Pikes Peak International Raceway to test the car when we knew it was finally there. The car was making consistent clean laps and wiping the track of every car in its way. We were blasting past everybody. We looked good on the banking, we looked good on the infield.
The car is just working amazing. Brakes are incredible, motor's on par. I mean, we've got a tremendous amount of horsepower. Chassis is fantastic, so really couldn't be happier going into the race.
Well, I think we found the magic ratio. You put in 5 struggle days and you get 1 good day. And hopefully that's, one day carries over to race day.
Ultimately knew that we were rolling to the start line with a car that had run the best it had ever been, and that was totally capable of taking a sub 10-minute run and potentially putting us up top in the open wheel class. We're sitting in about the middle of the pack, right behind Travis Pastrana, and waiting for our chance to shine. The tire warmers are up to temp, the pits are full of our friends and family, and we're just counting down the moments. We rolled into the line, he had hot tires, he had a car that could go sub 10, and we rolled off that line and we took that green flag. We watch, and I'm staring at first sector. And I've got my stopwatch going, I'm looking, and I'm watching, and I know how much time he's in it. I know where we should be on pace for a sub 10 run, and I see we're a bit off of that pace in the first sector. Okay, maybe he had a moment, a little bit of slide, maybe too cold to tires, something like that. Didn't think too much of it. And the second sector, he should have pinged. He should have pinged. I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. And eventually he pings. Man, something's seriously off. He shouldn't be this slow. And we waited, and we never saw that third sector ping. So this is my first time not taking the green flag myself, and it's pretty simple. You get in the car, you take the green flag, you drive to the top, and this was a new year for me. This was a different perspective.
He's not showing up in sector 3. Sector.
I guess Greg pulled over at the cove with a flat tire. And I was on channel 4 lining cars up, so I didn't hear it.
Flat tire.
That's what he said. Or that's what I was told here.
About 4 corners in, he suffered the effects of that flat tire. The piece of debris he picked up between the green flag and the start line cut down the tire to where we run such a low pressure that a puncture can really reduce our pressures quickly. And by about the 4th corner, we watched in the video, he started to lose a lot of stability in the car. All of the speed in the car was gone, and he ultimately just limped it to the gift shop purely to get a gift for his daughter, which is one of the most admirable things that he could have done at Pikes Peak. But to hear Greg come back up off the mountain and say how disappointed he was because he knew what a strong car we had.
I can tell you guys right now, we could have won with this car.
I know.
100% we could have beat Paul's time.
So
that was a
bad.
sub 937 car, 100% for sure. Took off the first turn or two, I was like, oh, we're good. I got this thing. Yeah. We would have had I think like a 75 mile an hour average the whole way. Just cooking.
I just want to get back up there and do it again and double, triple, quadruple our chances with a multi-team effort to go out and get what everybody truly deserves, and that's a quality result at Pikes Peak.